Hey, Richard Beach here from SonicState.com. I'm at the Catalinbread booth at NAMM 2015 with Howard, who you probably recognise from, if you're like me, wasting hours of your life watching him demonstrate Catalinbread pedals online. Not wasting. Those aren't wasted hours. Those are well-spent hours. So we've got 4 new pedals at NAMM. The first one we're going to take a look at is the Talisman plate reverb pedal.
Talisman is our plate reverb pedal. We're pretty excited about it, and here it is. What we're trying to do with it is we're inspired by the great recordings of the 70s and the EMT 140 plate reverb, and how when you listen to the records, it's using that plate reverb on all the records. And the cool thing about it is, if you listen to these records, whether it's a vocal part or guitar part, you don't realize that it's so thick in reverb until you listen and go, wow, there's a lot of reverb on that. And that's one of the properties we've noticed of plate reverb. It can be very lush, very thick, but it doesn't really get in the way.
Okay.
In contrast to a spring reverb, which we have our Topanga, that's modeled after outboard spring reverb. Its intention is to always go, hello, I am the star of the show here.
Yeah, sure.
Talisman is a good team player.
Yeah.
It can be epic, it can be very subtle, which we'll go through, but the quality of the plate reverb that we found is it gives you that sense of space without alphaing your rest of your sound.
Okay, cool.
So that's the amp here, and just go ahead and turn it on. So we have controls for the reverb time, the mix control here, and volume, which is actually capable of boosting. Unity's about here, so you can actually cut volume or get a nice boost.
Nice.
The preamp is all discrete bipolar transistor. It's developed for maximum touch sensitivity and dynamics, which is not a quality that a lot of reverb pedals pay attention to.
Okay.
So that's about a mid time setting, very short. And I can turn the mix down, so that's very subtle if you have your other sounds going. You don't realize it's there until you turn it off, and you're like, oh, that sounds kind of flat. So go back up here. This controls the high pass. This controls the tone. It's a high pass filter. A lot of times if you're using dirt pedals, I'll go ahead and turn on a dirt pedal. A dirty little secret. Marshall. Sounds good, but a little bit much on the bass side, so I'm going to high pass it up a little bit here. So the idea is that it's more on the top end now, and a lot of money when you're playing that low E string. This is the pre-delay, and right now it's set to minimum, so there's no delay between your guitar and the reverb, obviously. But I'll go in halfway up here, and you can hear it. So there's a delay before the reverb happens. In some settings, it almost sounds like a reverb slapback. If you have it off, sometimes it feels like it's cloudy in your attack. So I just back off a little bit, and it just opens it up.
Nice.
I will say one more thing about the pedal is that so very short, you can go very extreme on the decay too. If I get to here, I can bypass the pedal. So I can do that because it's in non-true bypass mode, but there's this internal switch that allows you to go true bypass too.
Okay.
Should you want true bypass and not need this functionality, but it's really fun to have this. You can create a pad
that we've got this sound still ringing out, is there any way, because it'd be nice to hear kind of a clean, shimmering verb now, is there any way you can cut that and then kind of, you know, basically get rid of the tail? Do you just turn it on and reel back the time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If I want it to fade out now,
Yeah.
well, I can just turn the decay.
So you don't even need to engage the pedal to do that?
Don't even have to.
Oh wow, okay, cool.
You're still controlling it. Disengaging pedal just makes your guitar seal not feed it anymore.
Okay.
So now I've got a nice fade out, and the song is finally over.
Right.
And the audience applauds that.
Yeah. All right, cool. So can we get rid of the dirty little secret and just hear get the time up and maybe just get some kind of slow, clean chords on it?
Yeah. Okay.
Digging that EMT vibe. It's cool. Well, thank you very much for showing us the pedal. We're going to have some more videos from Catalinbread, 3 more in fact, if you go to sonicstate.com/amped. Thanks for watching and see you next time.